Hello and welcome to another episode of Atomic Martian Toy Reviews. Today we've got DC Direct Brightest Day Green Arrow action figure and World War robot Armstrong. Enjoy. Alright, first up on the review docket we got
Green Arrow.
And this guy looks pretty sweet in package.
Yeah, don't let the faggy name fool you. He's a badass.
That he is. I mean, sure, he's based off of Robin Hood. But, I mean, look at that. He's got a hood on. He's the hoodest of the Robins.
Kind of on the nose.
On the nose. Big time. Let's take a look at the package here real quick. As you can see, it says right at the top, Brightest Day, signifying the Brightest Day storyline in DC Comics. Alright. And then here at the bottom it tells you, Brightest Day Green Arrow, in case you didn't already know, collector action figure. Not just for anybody, for collectors. And over here on the side, DC Direct. Let's look at the back here. We got a whole list of every character that's going to be in this wave, including Green Arrow, Deadman, Aquaman, Hawk Girl. A whole bunch of mans and one girl. That's kind of weird.
It's kind of sexist, but that's cool. It's a sausage fest, alright.
Yeah, or a really dirty movie. I don't know. And then also on here, you have a little bit of a description about what's going on in the DC universe, and then a little tidbit about each character, and they even give you a preview of what's coming up in future waves. Pretty cool.
Yeah, what I like especially is the little cat, the little saying up here, from blackest night to brightest day. They're back for a reason. That reason is boosting sales.
Yeah. There you go. From the mouth of babes.
Sweet, sweet babes. Really cool thing about the package here too. Though it is taped here along the back edge, you can actually just cut that tape with an X-Acto knife or a really sharp kitchen knife. Just don't slit your wrists. And you can, after you cut that tape, you can actually slide this in and out and reseal it whenever you need to.
Yeah. So that way nobody has to know that you take your toys out and play with them.
Except us.
Except you and us, yeah. Because we see everything you're doing.
We won't tell.
All right. Pay the price.
So, you ready to get this guy out of the package?
Let's do it.
Whew, I'm walking on sunshine, man.
Fire up the cloud car, Lando.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, so we weren't doing anything wrong.
We weren't getting high off of PVC fumes.
No. We were just checking the figure out for you guys.
Checking the quality.
And let me tell you, it's not too bad.
He is pretty sweet. Let's talk about the articulation first. His head moves up and down. Oh, just moderately. And then full 360, bitches. Poltergeist, you know? Exorcism shit right here.
God damn.
And the arms, he can flap. He tries to fly, but he can't because he doesn't have wings. He's not a bird, you know? He's silly Green Arrow. Always silly Green Arrow. But he's got some sweet, what would you call this? Swivel action, but what joint? Bicep. Yeah, it works.
Whatever.
So, swivel bicep action. And he can move his arms at right angles. Like this.
So he can do this. And maybe can he do this?
He cannot reach. He's too he's muscle bound to do that.
Can't really make too many derogatory gestures then.
But he can do this one, huh? He doesn't know what that is.
That's the good kind of exercise right there.
The good kind?
You know.
The good kind. Anyways.
Why is he flexing when he does it? Does he like to stand in the mirror?
He's looking at that bicep.
Straight out of American Psycho right there.
So yeah, arms, sweet right angles, and then also swivel at the wrist for full 360, and the legs. Here we have a kind of a basically
classic
T-crotch.
Sorta, yeah.
Yeah, man, up and down. No thigh, nothing in the thigh, so that you can like turn the legs. And oh yeah, you can move his boots full 360 here, rotating.
That's really more of a balance feature.
Yeah, and then of course his knees bend, but it's really you don't have a lot of bend at the knees.
Well, he's not made to get into a real dynamic pose. With this figure like this, you're looking more for sculpt.
Exactly, and you're going to do a little bit more of, like, you know, stuff while he's standing. Although, personally, I feel like the Green Arrow, he should be kind of a stealthy guy, so he should be doing a lot of crouching.
Behind trees and shit?
Yep, to hide with his merry band of superhero men.
Because he's a Robin Hood knockoff, yeah.
And then he comes with some sweet accessories.
Like this hood to hide his face.
Yep.
Why?
All his hair.
To hide his hair.
His golden blonde hair.
You know why? Because you can't have that out in the woods. Dead giveaway that you're not from nature.
It's true. He also comes with an arrow. And this cool trick arrow, right here, that it's non-lethal. There's no tip on it. And it fits really well into his backpack.
So well that it hides completely.
Yeah, it's one of those hidden trick arrows, so they don't know about it. And also an actual bow. It sits there and has real recoil action.
You can shoot stuff at your cat. Don't do that, though. That's a really big dick move.
That's abuse. So yeah, Jay, you want to talk some more about this fig? Because I've been doing a lot of speaking.
Yeah, well,
I've been moving my mouth. It's tired.
Yeah, you have been. You've got diarrhea in the mouth now. Alright, this figure also comes with a really nifty little Brightest Day base, which I think is pretty cool. And he fits right on there with this right leg, maybe, if I can get on there, which I just did, because I'm awesome like that. Boom. He's just standing there, mind his own business, and then it's arrow time. Now, I do want to talk about the way that these accessories fit into his hands. He has one open hand here that you can go ahead and just stick the arrow right in, and you can kind of hold it. But you can see with the fingers that this hand's really made more for like pulling the bow back. But that makes it really difficult because in the right hand, it's like a fist that's got a little opening in the middle, and it's not open enough to get the bow inside of it, really. Not without like really trying super hard and making sure the bow won't actually work. And we were trying earlier to try to pry open the fingers from this kung fu grip here. It just didn't happen. So at the moment, we can't really get the bow in there except like this, like he's getting ready to throw it at some angry.
Beat the other bums away, because basically
Get away,
my
box.
Hobo with a shotgun. This is hobo with a bow and arrow.
Get away, and he throws it at people, but you can't really get it in the hand. I did manage to get it into the open hand here, but it didn't look right, and he didn't have anywhere to put his arrow at. So that's my only real drawback to this figure. Is just that, I mean, on the back of the box they show him holding the bow, and I can't get him to do it. So that's kind of a big deal.
You have problems getting the arrow in there?
Yeah, I am. Not anymore. It's in there.
A lemon noodle.
See?
So overall, he's a pretty sweet figure. I mean, he looks really good.
Great
awesome
sculpt.
articulation up here,
Yeah.
which is really cool. But it's understandable. The DC Direct figure, it's kind of hard to get that some of the lower features in there because it's really going to mess with the details of the action figure. But he looks fantastic, like totally comic accurate. Looks like he's gonna, I don't know, break into my room and maybe shoot me with an arrow, try to bum some money off of me to go buy some alcohol. I don't know. Whatever bums do.
He also looks like he might just be straight in the jungle hunting. Just putting that out there.
He's hunting for Wakanda. It's the most dangerous game.
Yeah, it is. And guess what? They're hunting each other.
That's why he's got his death mask. Wakanda does.
That's what it does.
So that's what it is. Green Arrow.
Green Arrow. Go pick him up.
All right, next up we have the World War Robot Portable Armstrong figure. Now this figure was purchased at TenaciousToys.com, so if you like the World War Robot stuff, I highly recommend checking out TenaciousToys.com, and they carry a large assortment of World War Robot, including Armstrongs. They got Iron Pandas, they got Birdies, they got a bunch of different cool stuff. So I would highly recommend checking them out. Now this is the first World War Robot figure we've reviewed on the show. In fact, this is one of the first ones we've actually gotten. A few months ago, we gave one out as a prize, but we didn't actually get to open it and check it out. So now it's time to do that. All right, now I'm going to show off a little bit of the box here. On the back, we have a silhouette of the Armstrong. We have a couple logos down here. We have some chick with her boobs exposed. On the side, it says 3A. Down here, the 3A logo, and it says WWRP, World War Robot, Armstrong. And also on the front here, it opens up, has a cool little Ashley Wood painting of the Armstrong here, and of course you can actually see your robot on the inside, so that's really awesome. But this box really isn't meant to be displayed, it's more for storage purposes. The figures are meant to be taken out, so let's take it out and check it out. Alright, here we are. We have this thing out of the package and we're ready to show it off. Now this is the Gerry model, Gerry model of the Armstrongs that they made. They made 4 or 5 different ones, and this has the paint scheme for the specific Gerry one. On here we have this huge backpack, and of course it's removable. It's kind of like a jetpack type thing. It's pretty cool. It's very heavy though. It kind of weighs him down a little bit. So you have to really position the feet and the legs so that he can stand up, you know, with this thing on here. But it does pop off like that. Not a problem. It pops right back on. The head swivels here. You can move it around so you have him looking. And even like this eye thing here moves around too. It's a little difficult to move, but you can kind of get it in different positions and stuff like that too. So you can have him looking around, looking for people. The legs have really good articulation. They have the hip kind of... Oh, yeah, these bags fall off all the time. There's like a little hook that you can just kind of hook them onto, but they do pop off a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and take them off because it's annoying when they're popping off. But the legs move up and down. There is a knee joint here, and there's a foot joint, which the feet fall off all the time too. But yeah, the knee moves up and down. But the feet just pop in here. Yeah, it pops in there. And you can actually put them in like a sitting position. So if you want them just to chill out, just be like, hey dude, take a break, man. Just relax. Here you go. Just chill. The arms move up and down. They do kind of move out a little bit. Here, the elbows, of course, have articulation. The hands go around. And the crowning achievement of articulation on this thing is the fact that each finger has 3 points of articulation built in each finger. And you can pretty much put them in any position you can possibly imagine, including the thumb. The thumb even has 3 points of articulation. You can move that too. Very, very cool hands. You don't see that type of feature on very many figures these days, so it's really cool that they put all that effort into making the hands extremely posable. You could do a bunch of gratuitous, obscene gestures with the hands, or you can have them just give them a thumbs up. You know, good job, buddy. Good job. Let's just, let's hang out. Let's have a good time. Or it could be like, F you, pal. F you. Suck it. You suck it. Ugh. You can have them do that too if you want to. So it's really up to you. It depends on what you're feeling like. It depends on what kind of day your robot is having. Here is the gun that he comes with. Here, let me get him stand up here. Here's the gun that he comes with. It's a gigantic looking M60 type style gun. Now the clip is removable, which is pretty cool. No, the bullets aren't removable, but the clip is removable. So you can just you can have your robot go to town, like mowing people down.
Do God's work. Yeah.
Do God's work. That's right. Kill them all. Let God sort them out. Only the robots will survive. Now you can. You can get the gun positioned into his hand. I was trying to mess with it earlier. I couldn't really. I had a hard time getting the gun into his hand. But if you tinker with it enough, you can do that. And of course, you can have him holding the gun and with one of his fingers on the trigger and everything. And kind of do something like that and have him walking around with the gun, which is pretty awesome for a robot. Back to these pouches. I don't think they're openable. I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, they're mainly for decoration. You can just clip them onto the front here, and they just kind of hang off. If he needs to carry an extra can of oil or some bullets or just a photo of his children, around with him, he can do that. As far as weight and everything, this figure actually doesn't weigh that much. I thought it was going to weigh a lot more. It looks stout. I think it's pretty much hollow on the inside of it, but that's good. I mean, it has enough weight to it that it's not gonna fall over a lot. It's not very top heavy, but it's not. It doesn't feel like a brick or anything when you're holding it, which is cool. It's definitely hollow on the inside, but it looks like a piece of metal. It looks like it would weigh a ton, but it really doesn't. But overall, this is the first World War robot or 3A figure I've ever actually seen or opened and everything, and I'm very, very impressed with the amount of detail they put into these things. It looks fantastic. I love the rust effect to it. It makes it look really old and everything. The fact that the fingers are posable, I think, is an awesome feature. And just overall, this guy looks cool. I mean, he definitely will look really nice, like sitting on your shelf or on your desk or whatever, wherever you display your guys. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it other than this thing is badass. And for $45, I think it's a steal. I think that's an excellent price for something like this. He's not super tall. I would guesstimate probably 8 to 9 inches tall. But overall, you get a lot of really cool accessories, a lot of good detail in this thing, and I would highly recommend buying them. So if you are interested in buying something like that, definitely check out TenaciousToys.com. They are one of the best retailers that carry World War robot stuff. And I would highly recommend picking it up because this guy is well worth the price and he's freaking sweet looking. So, all right, thank you for watching our 38th episode of Atomic Martian Toy Reviews. I want to thank a couple people on YouTube real quick for watching our show and posting comments. Vdecepticon has been great. OpenYourToys. Let's see, Chuck Dog 1999. There's been a bunch of people that have been posting a lot of comments on our videos and everything like that, so I want to give a big thumbs up to you. We really appreciate it. Keep them coming. And for those of you who, if you want to get your name mentioned on our show or your YouTube site mentioned on our show, post some comments and we'll definitely mention you. And also, there's a podcast out there called What's on Joe Mind. I've been listening to it a lot. I would highly recommend checking it out if you're into G.I. Joe stuff, if you like G.I. Joe vehicles and figures and everything like that. So go to whatsonjoemind.com and definitely subscribe and start listening to their podcast. It's really good. They do a weekly G.I. Joe podcast, so it's pretty cool. Some of our sponsors I would like to thank, obviously TenaciousToys.com. Definitely hit them up if you are looking for any 3A figures and stuff like that, like this Armstrong we have here. Also RadarToys.com, T-Shirt Bordello, and of course Big Bad Toy Store. You should be able to find the Green Arrow figure at Big Bad Toy Store. And I don't know, that should be it. Like I said, once again, I want to thank you for watching. And subscribe to us if you haven't already. And if you have, that's awesome. We really appreciate it. And make sure you tell your friends and like us on Facebook. Go to our website.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, you can follow us on Twitter. You know, we're almost at 300 followers, so that's pretty cool. I like it. And or you can go to our website. You can subscribe to our website too, and that way you can read our daily updates. So that's it. Thank you for watching. This is episode 38. Peace.